Hello and welcome to Dota Diaries. It's a new thing we're going to try, and wherein I try to learn Dota 2 for the first time, aided by the lovely Zorine T, our community manager, who is, you're a competitive... you play Dota competitively, don't you?
Yes, so I used to play Dota 1 competitively.
Alright, okay, cool.
We actually won a tournament
Oh, cool.
when we were playing, so I'm really proud. That was like the highlight of my Dota career. Which is awesome, but Dota 2, we haven't started competing in tournaments yet.
Okay.
We are training and doing like practicing and stuff.
But Dota 2 is pretty much going to be like the next big game.
Well, I'm hoping so. Yeah, like it's slated to become one of the biggest eSports titles. You know, major tournaments are starting to pick it up, and Valve is pouring a lot of money into it. So
Yeah. So it's
That'd be
still
great.
in beta, so not everybody has access to this yet. I personally have never ever played a Dota game before, not even in the Warcraft 3 mod phase. So this is going to be a very interesting experiment, learning from scratch. So if you're at home and you never played Dota before and you want to get into it, you know, follow us and learn from my mistakes and learn from your great tips. If you're watching live on Twitch, feel free to give us tips, and if you're watching it on the GameSpot site, leave comments in the comment spots below, and help me become a better player, because I'm not the best.
Well, Ed's never played a MOBA game before, and he's not a big RTSer either.
No,
so,
we're literally starting from scratch. So, so shall we kick into it?
Yeah, let's go. Let's load up Dota 2.
Let's go to Dota.
And so we've got a welcome to Dota 2.
Yeah, alright.
So this is literally
This is literally from the very beginning,
the
alright?
first time Ed's ever loaded up Dota 2. And if you like done the same thing, you will see the same screen pop up, and it says, please select your level of familiarity with Dotas.
So I'm clicking
With
new,
Dota.
right?
Yes.
Should I click
so,
new? Okay, yeah, I'm clicking
well,
new.
I wouldn't say you're familiar with Dota or anything.
There's a lot of information on this screen.
Yeah, I mean, they've revamped it recently, actually.
Okay.
It looks different. It's nice, it's shiny and new.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, I guess the first thing you want to do is jump into a game. And we're not going to play a pub game straight away, because that would just be really,
because I would just get slaughtered.
really bad. So, as you can see at the top, you've got, like, the menus that you navigate through. You've got today, which is today's news, any updates and stuff that's come out. Customized, because they've got a customization system in, similar to TF2. Where
Can you buy hats?
Yes, you can. Well, I guess you can call it hats. You can buy headgear for your heroes and stuff.
Pretty much hats.
Then you've got play, which allows you to jump into the queue.
Right.
You know, select your settings for games.
Ooh, learn. That's gonna be useful.
Watch is one of the observer modes they've implemented to try and promote esports and promote Dota as a spectator game.
Yeah, cool.
And you can actually watch games that are happening right now live.
Awesome.
But it's a 10-second delay, so people don't stream cheat.
Oh, right. Okay, cool.
Or even more than that, like a minute. Then you've got Learn, which is a tutorial mode, supposedly. I've actually never checked it out myself.
Because you're an expert, right?
I don't need to.
I'm probably going to spend all my time at Learn.
And Socialize, which is self-explanatory. You know, you can go join the chat or whichever.
Cool.
So, to kick
Let's
off,
get started.
click on Play.
Sick.
Now, we're going to create a lobby.
Alright, create a lobby,
Well, actually, before you do that, go back.
Cancel?
Just cancel it. So,
Sorry, moving too fast.
Edit the settings. Now, this is like really important actually, because you don't want lag. So you got to pick.
Okay.
You got to pick your server and pick the game mode you want to play and stuff.
Right.
So, in this case, pick US West from the drop down. So Australian
West.
players, take note. We usually probably better off playing US West.
How come? Because the lag's just non-existent, or?
Well, there's still actually a bit of ping. I average like 300 ms when I'm playing on US West, but that's like the best I've gotten. So usually we
compared to
US
like
West.
Asian countries that are more closer to like Australia.
Strangely enough, yes, it's really odd. But
US West it is.
game mode will pick all pick.
Yeah.
So just leave that as it is. Starting team random, that's fine.
All right.
Spectators, I don't think many people will be jumping into this. So
all right, disable.
Disable.
No one can watch me fail.
Just chuck on a password there as well. A lobby password so that randoms can't join it. I'll just hit anything. You don't even need to remember it.
Game name. Ed is the worst. Alright.
Okay, version later, spot difficulty easy. We won't actually start off with bots because I want to show you the map and stuff first.
Cool.
So we'll leave that.
Yeah.
Save settings.
Save settings,
Down the bottom, and create lobby. Okay, so what you see here is the lobby. Dota is a team game. You've got two teams two sides, which is like the radiant and the dire, supposedly good versus evil.
Right.
It actually doesn't limit or change anything in the game what team you're on. All it changes.
So no characters are like specifically radiant or specifically dire.
Pretty much. Like some characters, lore-wise, yes, there are.
Lore-wise.
If you want to get into the story and the background of Dota, but it actually doesn't affect the gameplay because all pick is the mode to go. And if you just jumped in, we're actually keeping up with the chat as well. So if you've got questions while I'm trying to teach Ed as well, feel free to jump in, chuck questions.
Yeah, that's right.
We're on Twitter and Facebook as well, so feel free to do that. So going back to Dota, so usually what you do, just jump in a slot. So pick any slot. All it changes is like the color, really.
Okay, cool.
There's broadcaster slots as well because you need a spectator game and all that jazz. And then we'll click Start Game, and hopefully there'll be no technical difficulties in finding a server.
Now, Dowser in the Twitch chat is saying the Southeast Asia server lags for Australia because it actually goes over a longer distance pipe-wise compared to US West, which is just like goes to New Zealand and then straight to US West. Oh. So yeah, he's saying it goes to Japan, then mainland China, then Singapore, and then back to Australia. So that's pretty damn laggy.
Yeah, well that will be why. So thanks a lot for letting us know about that, D-Dowser.
Cool.
So now we're just loading up the game, and
God, I hope it doesn't freeze.
Please don't break Dota 2. I know you're a beta game, but you've been pretty good so far.
It's gonna be just like a daisy, like clipping. All right, cool.
Okay, so what you've got here is the hero selection screen. It's very daunting looking.
Yeah.
And you do have a time limit. The best way to probably go about this is...
Here.
It's fine, it's fine. Go down to control view.
Yeah.
Oh, good view, sorry. And it actually shows you the whole selection of the heroes. Now, the heroes are actually grouped in certain ways. So they're grouped by strength, agility, and intelligence. So there are 3 columns that you can see. And I guess, you wanted to pick a hero that appeals to you. Go by looks.
So I like agility, right? I play like Demon Hunter and like Diablo, and I like finesse. So just any one of them.
Okay, so you like DPSs.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna suggest Drow Ranger. She's a DPS.
Which one?
She's very squishy. She's right there.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
All right, let's just go with that.
Go with her, and she's very easier to pick up.
Okay, cool. She even looks like the Demon Hunter.
Yeah, exactly. It's meant to be. It's meant to be.
Okay, so what the hell is this?
Okay, now this is like this ties into the customization.
Right.
So this is hats pretty much. You can customize the way she looks pretty much, and that's it. It doesn't affect.
So like TF2 character.
Yeah, like
stuff.
Hats, weapons, and like this is like divided into back, arm, shoulder. You can equip all sorts of items.
Okay.
And there are some that are specific to her, and I think some are, for all heroes. But we'll leave that for now.
Obviously, I don't have any items.
So just click play.
Yeah.
And you would have picked your hero.
Here we go.
All right. So.
Looks like StarCraft.
What? Looks nothing like StarCraft.
What do you mean? It's got a mini map. It's got a portrait.
Okay, so.
Excuse my ignorance, please.
This is the Dota interface.
Right.
As you can see, it's much like any other RTS, I guess, in the sense that you've got, the mini map in the bottom left screen.
Yeah.
You've got your hero in the middle, the main action happening in the main screen, and at the bottom, like, the stats and the details of the interface, what's going on.
Strength, agility, intelligence.
Yeah, if you actually mouse over each of those stats, it'll tell you
speed.
what it affects,
Yeah, cool.
which is really handy. And because you're an agility hero, your main attribute will be agility.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. Now that horn that just went off actually signals.
I thought they were just part of the music.
No. It actually signals something.
Oh,
it signals that the creep wave is about to go off.
Right.
So if you look at the mini map there, you can see green is you and your allies, or your allies really. Like.
So they just automatically spawn?
Yes.
So
they have waypoints as well, and they will go up the lanes.
Yeah.
And meet with the enemy's creeps.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And you can't actually control like the way where they go.
Just like releasing the hounds kind of thing. It's like you release your dogs to take care of the intruders.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Like,
so you can put it that way. So interface, yes, interface is important. So what you got here, your hero. If you click on her portrait, actually, you actually center
straight back to her.
Yeah, you'll center on your hero. You have to click and hold as well the portrait if you want to follow where she's running.
Right.
So get it right click, get it to run somewhere to
gotcha.
follow. Yeah. So if you lose her in battle, that's like a fast way to do it.
Yeah, cool.
Now you've got there says that you've leveled up. So all here is like when you start the game,
You get
start
one
off with
level.
1 level.
Okay, cool.
And if you click that, you
Yep.
can actually it highlights what skills are available for you to level
Mm.
up. Now you've got 3 skills here, and a stats bar which is on the left.
Mhm.
That can be leveled up at any time. It just increases all your stats by 1 point.
Oh, so they go like evenly, so you can't like dump it all in agility or anything like that.
Yeah. That's like it increases all your stats at once.
Okay.
But as each hero levels, their stats will level with them in certain ways, like
Yeah.
specifically. So like for Drow Ranger, agility will level up at a much higher rate than
Okay,
everything
cool.
else for her when she levels up. So we've got the skills. For Drow Ranger, I'd usually, and this is something that you have to pick up over time.
Right.
I would usually level up her first skill first, which is Frost Arrow.
Arrows, right.
Now, the reason why I thought Drow Ranger was a good pick for you is actually because her skills are largely passive.
Mhm.
She's only got 2.
So I don't need to
active
do anything. That's awesome.
skills. Well, you do have to do stuff,
Automatic
but you have
win.
to do less. There's
Okay.
less. Okay, so you've got your hero now.
Yep. Yeah,
Right
cool.
click to move around.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, so you control where she goes. Left click to select things. Now, if you go back into the base,
My sentiments as well.
that's actually, if you click on that dude who's standing there above the well,
With left, yep.
he's actually the shop.
Right.
Alright, this is kind of going to get
Oh,
complicated.
jeez. this difficulty spike. Damn.
Yeah, well, imagine jumping into this game back when there wasn't a tutorial.
Yeah, and I've heard that the community for this game is actually pretty harsh.
Yeah,
So-
like if we were playing the pub game right now, we would have been demolished already because
Right.
we've basically done nothing in the first 2
Right.
minutes of the game, and that's the most important time.
Okay, cool.
So, Dota 2 is actually really good because it recommends you items now that you can buy.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, yeah, I see.
So it actually suggests things for you, which is nice. Now, I don't always agree with suggestions, but it's a nice place to start if you don't know what you're doing and you're just
Okay,
starting
cool.
off. Okay, so what you've got actually is an inventory. See those 6 empty boxes down the bottom
Yeah.
right? That is your inventory. You have 6 slots, and you can carry up to 6 items at a
Okay.
time.
No matter what they are, like potions or swords or.
Actually,
whatever.
that's a good point. Some items do stack.
Yeah.
So things like teleport scrolls,
Yeah.
potions,
Yeah.
consumables
Yeah.
tend to stack.
Okay,
So
cool.
they
Yeah, yeah,
usually
cool.
stack at 1. So you don't need to worry about that. But like, unique items and stuff usually they don't. They actually take up a slot.
I noticed I'm getting gold, like, slowly.
Yes.
That's like
so-
free money.
Yeah, but it's not enough to really make a massive difference at the beginning. So
Okay.
yes, it is free money.
That's
You gotta
pretty
actually
sweet.
plan.
I love this game already.
Your top tower
So your
is
gold
under
is
attack.
like the money the income that you use to spend
Yeah.
to buy items.
Mhm.
Now, item build is really, really important,
Okay.
much like any other
Right.
RPG kind of style game. At the
Your
beginning,
top tower is under
when you
attack.
buy items, the main thing you got to aim for are things called early game items,
Yeah.
and it actually suggests it here. Early game items are like the ones that don't have massive stat boosts, but at the beginning of the game, they'll make a lot of difference.
Right.
Good enough.
So, and like everyone starts off with a certain amount of money as well.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be rich and like spending up and buying all the mad end game stuff as of yet. You'll just be aiming for the early game stuff.
Okay.
So what I'll get you to do is actually buy our Wraith Band because
Yeah, that one?
yep, that one.
Just boost my stats.
So left click on it and it'll actually show you the tree of what components are needed to make that.
I gotta make this? Can I just throw money at this guy? I have so
Now-
much free money.
Your tower is
Yeah,
under
because you've
attack.
got enough money to actually purchase the whole thing rather than save up and buy components at a
Oh,
time.
right. To buy the components rather than find them or anything.
No, yeah, you buy the
Okay, cool.
components.
Your
Yeah, you don't need to
tower is
find
under
them.
attack.
Yeah.
You can actually right-click the Wraith Band and you'll purchase the item just as it is.
Cool.
Like you don't need to buy all the separate components, which you used to have to do in the old
So they just
one.
gave me like a stat
Your
boost.
middle
Yes.
tower
So
is
if
under
you mouse
attack.
over, it'll tell you what the item actually does.
Awesome.
Along with a cute little
And
blurb.
I can see that it buffs my stats.
Yeah, so the green numbers there are telling
Nice.
you, what,
Yeah.
what buffs you're getting from certain items and stuff.
And I assume they can get debuffed and stuff.
Yes, so
Alright.
it's really complicated to follow when you're in like massive team battles,
Alright.
but that's the general gist of it.
Alright, cool.
Okay, so now you've got your item,
Mm-hmm.
and we've actually been sitting here for so long that you
Very
have
well.
accumulated enough gold to buy your next item.
Oh, sweet! This is awesome. What do I get next? Like a
So-
sword? A magic stick?
Well, DPS is important, but
Yeah.
Usually the next thing I would go for is movement speed.
Yeah, boots of speed.
Yes, so
Yeah.
go for boots of speed. That is
Like
like
it-
the core basic item. Like every hero is gonna need boots of speed sometime during the game. No matter what hero you're playing, you need to be able to run away or catch up with the hero, like
Sure thing.
catch up with an enemy.
Especially for an agility character, right?
Well, agility characters don't always move the fastest.
What?
It's
What kind of messed up game is this?
agility characters are more known for dealing damage. Like they're the
Oh, really?
DPSs.
Okay.
They're the carries.
Right. Okay.
And while I'm on that, carry actually is the term we use for heroes that are used to carry the team.
Right.
So for Drow Ranger, for example, I guess you could sort of call her a semi-carry because her end game is really,
Agreed.
really strong.
Okay.
Like late game, she is just amazing. She destroys.
Awesome.
And so I'll be using a lot of like
Bravo,
terms and
Star.
acronyms throughout the stream, but I'll be stopping to explain them. And if I do
Awesome.
forget, please do let me know.
Yeah.
All right. So now that you've bought all your items, you're ready to head out.
Onward.
All right, let's get out of here.
Top talent
Okay,
Let's do a
so-
thing.
Just stop right there for a sec.
Oh, come
So this is center on where you are. Like
Okay.
keep
Is there like a keyboard shortcut for center?
I've got mine usually hotkey to 1. I don't know what the default is. Try 1 or space.
So be it.
Space?
No, space actually targets to where the last ping was.
Oh, right.
Now,
Right. So
Ping
like
means like if an announcement is made, you know, like
someone's saying C in the chat.
That
So
was-
if I...
C. There you go. C. Is it C?
It's not working for me.
You lie.
Maybe. Okay, never mind. We'll map it later a bit.
We'll map it. For now, we'll just group it to control 1. So control 1, and
Control
if
one.
you hit control 1, it'll actually group it to 1. So if you tap 1,
I'll group her to 1. Yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So as long as you
yeah,
want-
sure.
yeah,
So
so there you
double
go,
tap that.
yeah.
And if I hold it, it follows her.
yeah. So right now you're in your base.
Yeah.
Usually the ranged heroes,
Your
which is
middle
what you
tower
are,
is
Yeah.
under attack.
go in the middle
I
lane.
go in silence.
If you look at the minimap, you
Yeah.
can see that it's split up into 3 lanes.
Yeah.
Now those 3 lanes are referred to as top,
Your middle
which
tower
is the one
under
like
attack.
running along the left side.
Uh-huh.
Middle, which is the one running across the middle.
Yeah.
And bottom, which is the one running across the
Oh
bottom
man,
side.
you gotta slow down. Far out.
Your middle tower
So
is
that's
under
top,
attack.
middle, and bottom.
So why is she good in the middle, like as opposed to top or bottom?
Well, the main reason is because she's ranged,
Yeah.
and because she's a DPS hero as well.
Your
Like
middle
that makes her
tower
very
is under
strong at a
attack.
range.
Silent.
And also, the other reason will be because if you look in the middle, actually, you will see that there's ramps. See how the terrain slopes down
Oh,
towards
yeah.
the river?
Yeah.
Terrain is actually like makes a huge difference in the game as
Okay,
well. So you
okay.
got to be aware of that. And I actually wasn't going to cover that today,
Okay.
but
well,
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I see there are like some swampy areas, like haunted forests and
Yep.
stuff.
So we'll cover the jungle and stuff later. So race on up to the middle where all
Very
the creeps
well.
are attacking your enemy creeps, which
Yeah.
are the red and green dudes in the mini-map, sorry. And you also want to keep a constant eye
To
on what's happening in the
battle.
mini-map.
Yep.
Just to know, you know, where your creeps are up to, how much your base, you know, has fallen, or,
Yep.
Forward.
you know, just where your teammates are and stuff. It's like, I spend maybe like 30% of the time
Looking at the mini
looking at the minimap
Good
in the game,
enough.
because it's really important.
I'm getting my APM up like so much. Just flicking shit
Okay,
everywhere.
so the next important thing, now that you hit the
Yeah.
creep wave, you actually got to
That
start
was
killing
my call.
creeps.
Right, so it's just like a matter of like... okay, well they took care of them for me.
Yes.
Like right-clicking them?
Yes, the creeps do tend to kill each other. They
I
take
shall
care of
meet
each other.
my enemies.
But what you want to do is actually get in there and do what's called last hitting,
Right.
which is basically getting in the last killing hit on your
Right.
enemy creeps.
So get them to whittle them down, and
And
then
then-
when they're like that,
Yep, so you did it.
sweet.
Now, by last hitting, you gain, I think you gain additional experience as
Fine.
well as creep gold.
Okay.
Now, that gold is really, really important because it accelerates. Now,
Yeah.
you want to get back now. Don't
Yeah.
take the creeps because you want to let the allied creeps do that
Right,
for
right.
you. Try it, like the main creeping, like the main beginning phase of the game
Yeah.
is just to minimize the damage you take
Okay.
and maximize the creep kills that you get.
Cool.
So you want to be
Or
last
cutting
hitting
last
creeps,
if
and
you
that gives you gold and helps you level up a bit faster as well.
Oh, cool. So I just gained like 2 levels.
Yes, so you
I'm
can
awesome
actually
at this game.
you can actually level up your other skills now. So click
cool.
on level up, and I'd level up her 3rd skill,
Which is precision, or adds bonus to the physical attack. Yeah.
which
Cool.
is additional damage.
And
So
what else?
you've do it again. So
Your
I'd level
top
precision
tower
or
is
again
under attack.
because she's a because she's a DPS. So,
Yeah.
you know you want to play to her strengths.
So as much damage as humanly possible.
yes,
Okay.
that's Drow Ranger for you.
Okay. So basically, when creeps
Attack.
kill things for you, you get like automatic, like free money. But when you get in there and last hit, you get even more free money.
Well,
That's basically
actually,
it,
when creeps kill things for you, you don't get the money.
Oh, really?
No, you don't get the money.
So you don't get anything?
You get the EXP, so you will still level up, but you won't get as much, and you don't get any money. So that's why last hitting is so important.
Oh.
Now, and thanks,
listening.
thanks Rethiness for pointing out that you shouldn't auto attack as well, which
So
is what a lot of newbies do.
What have I been auto attacking? What's the difference?
Auto attacking is when you let your hero stand there and she starts they automatically start hitting the creeps or hitting the enemies.
So, so if you get close enough, he'll just like wail on whoever.
Yeah, pretty much.
And so I just want to like get the hell out of there.
Yeah, you don't want to
stop
do
her
that
doing
because you want to actually time your attacks so you get last hits because last hits are so important in this game. And look how much gold you're accumulating just from last hitting now.
Yes.
Now, tying into the last hitting with creeps, the other thing you also want to be keeping in mind is something called denying creeps.
Right.
Which is similar to last hitting in a way. When your creep is about to die, you actually get the last hit in and kill them before the enemy does. So you're denying them experience.
So you kill your own dude.
Yes, you are.
So, okay, this guy's gonna die if I.
Yes.
Here's the thing: you can't right-click to kill them. You have to actually manually target them.
So what's that like? Hit A.
A to attack.
A, right, and then like left-click them.
And then left-click them to direct your hero to actually hit them. Now it's really difficult to time actually. So denying is usually something you learn maybe later on in the game.
Okay.
And wow, you're picking up last hitting pretty well.
Well, if you're like the only one wailing on a creep, you're gonna get the last hit in, right?
Well, yeah, there's no enemy heroes around, and you actually leveled up twice already.
God, I'm so good.
So keep an eye on your level up because it's really important that you actually put your points into your skills as soon as you level up.
So am I just gonna keep doing this one?
Yeah, keep doing it until you can't anymore. Yeah, so it actually limits it so it stays balanced.
That's that signature Valve sound. The signature Half-Life 2.
It's developed by
yeah,
Valve,
yeah. So it's running on Source, right?
Yeah, it's a Source
cool.
engine.
So I'm gonna should I level up my frost arrows or what's this thing?
That is silence, which is stop all enemies casting spells. Yeah, and it's a really good skill. It's very disruptive, but you have to know how to do it properly as well. Cool. So we'll put it into silence, just 1 point in silence. So if you look, actually, the gold boxes there down the bottom highlight how many levels you've got in each skill already.
Cool.
So you've got 1 in the first one, 1 in the second, and 3 in the last one, or third last one. Now you would have noticed also that you can't actually level up your last skill yet.
Yeah.
That is called your ulti. Now that becomes
ultimate.
your ultimate. Sorry. It becomes available to all heroes at level 6.
Okay.
So that's like a pivotal moment. In the game when everyone starts hitting level 6 and all the ultis are ready, and you level up your ultis. It's strategical. You don't always have to level it up straight away as soon as you hit level 6.
Right.
But for her, I would, because her ulti gives like a massive bonus.
Okay.
Now, if you look at your health bar actually as well, it tells you what your regen rate is.
Forward.
See how there's a +1?
Oh, so there is regen. Okay. Yeah, I see it.
So your health slowly goes up. And some heroes regen faster than others, like the tanky heroes do.
Right.
Okay, so moving on. Hotkeys. Your skills will always be mapped to Q, W, E, R. So the first one will be Q, the second one will be W, the third one will be E, last one will be R. You're doing fine, you haven't died yet.
Yeah, okay.
So it's always quer, as we say it.
Quer, yeah, like quer, right?
Q, W, E, R, quer. It actually didn't used to be like that in Dota 1. Each hero had like their own different hotkeys for their skills, which was a pain in the ass. But you learned it. But it's so much easier now.
I'm gonna deny this. Did I get it?
I think you actually deselected your hero at that point there.
Okay, alright. I'll have to concentrate on this later. Okay, keep going.
So, you've leveled up again, so you want to like constantly be keeping an eye on that.
Right. So, ulti?
Yes, go for your ulti.
So, improves accuracy and effectiveness. Sweet. So, passive bonuses.
Yeah, so those are like one of her passive skills.
Okay, cool.
Really strong. You actually keep deselecting her, I've noticed. Are you left clicking a lot?
No, I should be right clicking.
Oh, okay. Well, that's really weird. Now, if you look in the middle, there's a little sundial thing at the top. Sorry.
Oh, right, up here.
Now, that actually tells you...
11 a.m.
It tells you the time, because Dota actually cycles between day and night.
Oh, right, okay.
And it makes a difference to sight, how far you can see during day and night.
And I suppose some characters do better at night or
yes,
some stuff.
Actually.
Okay, cool.
You are correct.
Like vampires.
Well, I guess you could say it's sort of vampire-y kind of hero.
Okay.
And, what you've got there at the enemy tower It's called a
Should I
tower.
be hitting it?
You want to be hitting it,
go
but the way the towers are scripted is they'll automatically target you if
Oh,
you're
right.
hitting too much,
Oh.
or if you target an enemy hero
That
within
was my
range.
thought.
So don't do what some people call tower diving
Yeah.
for now. Tower diving is when you jump in within range of the tower and try to like
Take it
gank
down?
or gank or gank means to try and kill an enemy hero.
Right.
That's what ganking is called. So that's what
Very
tower
well.
diving is. What you mainly want to do is staying within safe range, letting your creeps take the damage like you're doing now. So you're hanging back.
Onward.
And I'd center on your hero a lot more as well, just because so you can see what's going on further up ahead. Because
Sure.
you want to see when enemies are coming down.
Right.
So you constantly keep keep watching that
I'll cut enough
and watching
to
the
do
mini
more.
map, as well as keeping up with the leveling,
Yeah, cool.
which you haven't done.
Oh, jeez, yeah, no. And you don't need to make that thing bigger. Can I do this one? No, I can't.
No, you can't.
So why
only
not?
the highlighted ones, see how they're highlighted? You can only level up the ones that are highlighted.
So precision?
Yes, and if you
Your
mouse
top
over it,
tower
actually
is under
shows you a
attack.
little circle,
Yeah, so that's how far.
which
Ooh,
is the
jeez.
area of effect,
Yeah,
which
okay.
shows how far that aura spans or how much range your skill has.
Right.
Okay.
Level up, yeah!
Yeah, I'm thinking we should have had one bot in there as well, Maltesers, but it would have been
To-
a bit
to
hard.
help us.
A bit hard
Forward.
to keep up with it.
Should I level up Silence or Frost Arrow?
I'd go with Frost Arrow, just because
Very
it's
well.
a really good skill.
Okay.
Actually, what I'll get you to do is try and use some
Okay, cool.
skills.
So so what does it do? Okay, it adds freezing effect.
bow is drunk.
That's a passive, right? It just charges my attacks.
Well, I'd say it's more of an active skill.
Mm-hmm.
What it does, it slows
Agreed.
your enemy's attack speed and their move speed, so it's good if you want to slow them down. See, she actually used it there. Now, Frost
Yeah.
Arrow is actually one of them skills that you can toggle. So
Right.
if you right-click on the skill,
Right.
it'll actually stay on all the time.
Oh,
See how
really?
it's now highlighted?
Does it have a cooldown or anything?
It does, but it's like very minimal.
Okay.
And like it's limited by your attack speed as well.
So we just frost everybody.
Yes, but it
Death
eats
from
mana with each shot, so you got to
right.
be wary of that. And Frost Arrow is actually really good to use for creeping,
You're
for harassing other heroes. But I'll get into that later.
Okay.
Okay, so now you're in the middle lane. What I'll get you to do,
Gotta kill my own guy. Oh no!
actually try and get one deny in before we leave the river.
Can I just
Or leave,
kill this
leave the
thing?
lane. Yeah,
So
try
when
it
you
now.
gotta hit A and then left click, right?
Yeah, so
Cool,
select your
yes.
hero. Oh, you did it just then.
Oh,
A little exclamation mark
Oh,
popped up,
okay,
which means
right.
like you denied your creep. So the enemy wouldn't have gotten the gold or as much EXP from that
Right.
creep.
Okay. Cool.
And that little exclamation mark is actually coloured the same
That
colour
was
as
my
you,
Right.
so you can tell who denied what creep.
Okay. It's so hard to pay attention to everything. So much going on. Jesus.
And we haven't even got like
Oh
any
yeah,
bots in the
I just got
game.
another one.
There you go.
Kill
Okay.
everybody. Level up. Frost Arrow. Yeah, I'm getting this.
Very
Yeah, you're
well.
actually level 9 now, and underneath your portrait is the EXP bar, and it shows how
Yeah.
far you've got left to go,
Oh yeah, cool.
you know,
cool.
and how much you've got to,
I shall
to level up.
not
Now, I'll get you to actually go back to base, because you have accumulated quite a fair amount of gold now.
Yeah. So,
So-
spend it
So
all.
be it.
If you look there, it's 2,600. Now, you can see that there's actually a button labelled shop next to the gold
Yeah.
amount in the bottom right corner. If you
Okay.
mouse over that, just try
Right,
clicking
let
it.
me just make sure I'm going where I'm going. Wait, where's the base?
It's
oh,
always
the
the bottom left corner.
left corner.
Always
Always
Extreme
bottom
bottom.
corner, yeah.
Yeah.
So click
Alright, so
left
shop.
shop. And what you can do is actually buy items when you're away from base.
Right.
But it'll go into something called a stash.
Yeah.
So it'll keep those items safe in the base for
Okay.
you, and when you come back, you can pick it up straight away.
Oh, cool. So it's like ordering over the internet.
Yes, it's an instant.
It's like
and
buying a Steam game on your mobile and then downloading it on your home PC, right?
I guess you could use that analogy. Because while you're away from base, you can't actually access your items straight away.
Yeah.
They'll just be kept in the stash. And the
Okay.
benefit of that is, if you have a certain amount of gold saved up, if you die, you
Mm.
lose a
I
little bit of
go in
gold.
silence.
Right.
So if you have like
You keep spending it, then
Yeah.
they can't take your gold.
exactly, so
Oh,
you
cool.
want to buy just like as soon as possible, pretty much.
Yeah, cool.
All right, so I'll get you to buy
Yes.
a. Actually, I'll get you to aim for one of the end game items right now because I think we've got enough to do that.
Okay.
Now, if you mouse over that red sword-looking thingy, it's that one. That
this
one.
one?
Up right, that one. It's called
Daedalus?
Daedalus, yeah.
Yeah.
Left click on it and it will show you the components needed for the recipe.
Mhm.
The recipe is actually like just the actual recipe that you need to buy to make the item when
Mhm.
you have the components.
Right.
So some items need a recipe to be bought alongside the actual components.
Right.
Some items you can just buy the components and that's fine. The item will
yeah,
be made
yeah, of
itself.
course.
Now, mouse over like any one of the items, like the components, sorry.
Yeah. So like Chrysalis.
Yes, we'll go for Chrysalis because that's probably the best one to go for right now.
Okay.
So left click on it.
Whoops, I right-clicked it.
If you left click on it, it'll actually break it down into further components.
So this is the stuff I need to get that. So I've essentially bought broadsword,
Blades of attack, and the recipe. Yeah, pretty much. Because each item has like, there's tiers of items.
Yeah, yeah.
So Chrysalis would have been one tier, and then that would have been grouped with something else to make Daedalus, which is what
there like a
you're aiming
tech tree I can see?
for. Not that I know of.
Okay.
You could probably look one up on Wiki or something, like the Dota Wiki, and that'll show you.
Okay.
But that takes like so much experience to learn all the recipes.
Yeah, because I assume it's different for everybody?
No, actually the recipes for all items are the same.
Oh, okay.
There's just so many items that you can build.
And so some are better for some people, obviously.
Yep.
Okay.
Everything's situational. Like, any item you build for a hero can be used to counter like another hero.
Right.
Like, any hero can be countered. There's no one OP hero.
Okay.
That's the beauty of Dota.
OP means overpowered, right?
Yes. Yes, it is. Sorry, I forgot. Okay, now you can actually hear the announcer saying our top tower is under attack. Now, if you hit spacebar, it'll go to the last ping that she mentioned.
Yeah. The middle tower, or the creeps. Okay, there we go. Wait.
Okay, so she keeps on going to middle tower. I don't know why, but she's also telling us our top tower is under attack, and it'll announce to you a tower was destroyed by the Dire, which is their side.
Yeah.
So if you go to the top lane, I'll just get you to run up to top lane, because that's where the creeps are doing what's called pushing.
Oh, they're pushing on the bottom too.
Oh my god!
God, we're doing so badly.
We're losing. Maybe we should have stuck a bot in this game.
Yeah.
Anyway,
this is just to get the grips.
Yes,
right?
yes. So just to familiarize you with the maps and stuff, moving from lane to lane, the top lane right now is not doing so well. Same with the bottom lane, which is the one adjacent to the bottom. What the other thing is, you should always carry a teleport scroll, which allows you to teleport to any allied building.
Onward.
So like towers count as buildings?
Yes.
And so base counts as buildings as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, we actually forgot to buy a teleport scroll.
Should we go back and get one?
No, the beauty of it is there are actually some shops scattered throughout the map.
Oh, really?
Yes. Now, 2 of them are called secret shops. They're not very secret.
Yeah.
But the other 2 are good for just picking up little supplies on the way, and I'll actually get you to go to it.
Okay.
If you go up a little bit more, so just go past the creep wave.
My bow.
Nobody look at me. Don't look at me. Alright.
Keep going.
Oh, God!
No. Go back, quick. Go back. You don't want to take any damage from the enemy creeps.
Yeah.
So let your allied creeps take,
what's left of them.
And actually turn off your frost arrow as
right.
well, because it's eating up too much mana.
Oh,
so
shit.
right click to deactivate the skill. See it? When it's highlighted, it means it's on. When it's not highlighted,
I'm gonna
it's
level
off.
up this. Wait, level up. Okay, frost arrows.
Yes. Yep.
Alright, cool.
Okay, so keep going. Follow your creep wave up. They're actually going where I need you to go.
Okay, cool.
And if you see
That
the
was my
path branches
fault.
off into the left a little bit up there, go up there. See where that flaming torch thing is?
Yeah.
Go a little bit more to the left, a little bit more, and you would have reached one of the hidden shops.
Is this safe? Can people get me in this area?
Yes, they can.
Oh,
Like
Jesus.
people can get you anywhere on the map.
Oh god,
they want.
okay.
So you got to be really, really like wary of where your enemy is at all times. Especially if you're gonna make a dash to grab some supplies from one of these side shops. Usually when the creeps have pushed a bit further, it's safer because people tend to not venture out past where the creep wave is up to.
Right.
Just because.
That's where the money is.
Well, yeah, and it can be unsafe. You can't. You can only see like your vision, and your allies' vision as well.
Okay.
So you see everything that the creeps see. So there's no sight beyond that unless you put down woods, which is another thing I'll get into later.
Okay.
But anyway, so so this is called the side shop.
Yeah.
It doesn't carry all the items. It only carries specific items. Usually consumables like the teleport scroll, which is something you actually really need to buy. So I'll get you to buy a teleport scroll.
Which one is it?
It's the one at the very top left.
Top.
Looks like a scroll.
Oh yeah, town portal scroll.
Yep. So we call it TP for short.
Yep.
Some people call it.
Just like Diablo.
Well, yeah, in a way.
Cool.
Well, Warcraft 3 was a Blizzard game.
That's true.
apparently.
So yeah, just right click. Yep. got
Okay,
one.
so right click and you've got one.
Yep. Cool. And I see you can stack it because it's got a number next to it.
Yes. So the numbered stuff usually means it's a stackable thing, but not always.
Right? Okay.
So you gotta be careful with that.
So am I gonna use this thing? Or?
At the moment, it looks like your middle lane is getting pushed quite far.
Okay,
So if you take a look at the minimap there, what I'll get you to do is TP in. So left click on an item to use it.
Yep.
And then click on the
tower
top
is under
scroll.
attack.
I mean, click on the... Yeah, click on the... Oh wow, it just did it itself.
Wait, what? What just happened? Where am I?
Center it.
Oh god, I went all the way back.
I think what happened was you double clicked your TP scroll by accident.
Double clicked it, so that double clicking makes it automatically
Go back to
home.
your base.
Okay.
Very well.
Instead of your tower.
Sorry, I just wanted to get my APM up.
And another thing you got to be aware of is when you're channeling
bow
this
is
teleport
drawn.
scroll, you shouldn't click anywhere else because it will interrupt it.
Cancel, right?
Yeah, so it will cancel where you're going. Now, Dota is all about
Agreed.
destroying towers and pushing. You know, which
Right.
is, you know, getting your creep
Everybody
wave as far in
counts.
as you can and destroying the enemy's base. See how that red number just popped up?
Yeah.
Right.
That means you just had a crit.
Oh, cool.
Like a random crit.
And that's because
So-
I had the ultimate, right?
No, actually, it's because you bought Chrysalis, which is an
Arrow.
item that gives you
Oh,
crit.
right,
If you mouse
okay,
over,
cool.
it'll actually explain.
Chrysalis?
Yeah. So
Critical
passive.
strike. So otherwise, if I didn't have this, I wouldn't do any critical strikes?
I go in
No, you
silence.
wouldn't.
That sucks.
Well,
I love
some
critical
heroes,
strikes.
some like heroes have skills that do give you crits,
Yeah?
but with Drow Ranger,
Arrow
it's like
fly.
extra deadly because she has such high DPS.
Right, okay, cool.
So you know her crits are like even more damaging.
Okay, cool.
Now,
Mark
what
with it?
time? Yes,
Yeah.
always for Drow, always level your ultimate.
Always the
Soviet.
ultimates.
For most heroes, usually as soon as the ultimate is available, you should level it. But
Yeah.
it's situational, it's conditional, and it's
Okay.
something you got to pick up as you learn.
Yeah, sure.
Now, if you mouse over the middle, I just want to check what time of day it is in the map.
It's 9 AM.
9 a.m. in
Time
the
to go to
daylight.
work. It's business time.
You can actually see how far we've got. We've gone through the day by that little icon. See how the sun
Yeah,
is
yeah.
sort of like halfway with the nighttime thing, and you're tanking the tower, so get back.
Oh god, it's almost gone. Can I last hit
Try
it?
and last hit it, yeah. If you can, try and last hit it because you get so much gold.
Oh,
from
okay.
towers, like,
But I missed it that one.
yeah. Well, what can you do? You can't have
shall
everything. And you're actually denying creeps.
Yeah.
Well done, you're picking it up.
I just want to kill everything inside, alright? This is how you play this game.
Well, we should have
Click
stuck on Velocity here.
everything.
Okay,
Right, go on.
now
Yes.
auto attacking.
Yeah.
You don't want to be auto attacking a lot. So
Is that why,
one-
like, people... I've seen people just click and move their
Yeah,
player
so
around
you would have
like
heard
that.
when I play at the desk. It's
Yeah.
like click, 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 click. That's
And it's
because
really
I'm
annoying.
constantly moving around
Yeah.
and timing it
Arrow.
for when the last hits are in.
Target.
Yeah.
Some people actually hit S because S stops all current action that your heroes take.
Oh, yeah, cool. Wait.
You got to interrupt it, so you got to keep hitting S, which
Oh.
is what, like see how she's.
Oh,
pushing?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah,
making
cool.
it's making her stop.
The enemy's
And you're
bottom
actually
tower
getting
has
heaps of gold right now
fallen
because your
across.
creeps are pushing in.
Cool.
So anytime a tower is destroyed,
Yeah.
like an enemy tower is destroyed,
You
you will
can-
get gold. But if you take the last hit, you will get even more gold. So you know, last hit as much as you can.
Alright.
And you've actually gotten a lot of gold right now.
That's
That
shop.
is
So
nice.
I'd say you're almost ready to buy your next component. The next component.
Should I buy it on like Steam Mobile and like go and pick it up on my PC?
Well, just to make it even more complicated.
Oh god.
This item component is
Good
actually
enough.
not available in the base shop.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's at something called the secret shop.
Secret shop.
Yeah.
So there's main shop, side shop, and secret
battle.
shop.
Yes, yes. There's
Alright,
three
okay.
shops. Doing this has made me realize how complicated Dota is.
Yeah.
I always thought it was so
Oh God,
easy to
this
pick
is-
up, but it's actually not. Now, you can't upgrade that, that ability
I
yet.
go in silence.
So, if you look on the minimap,
Yep.
it's actually very, very lightly highlighted where the
Forward.
secret shops are. So left click here on the minimap, that's where one secret shop is. See
Oh
how
yeah,
that
yeah.
dude's
So
there?
it's a small kind of browny spot. You gotta squint. Like there's
I
also
think you
one
have
here.
yeah, that's where the two secret shops are.
Okay.
They both sell the same thing.
Okay.
The reason why they're placed there is so like the Dire have easy access to one, and
Right.
the Radiant have an easy
course.
access to a secret shop. So because you're closer to the
Onward.
Dire, we'll go there. But usually, like you would never ever do
Oh,
what
wait.
you
Your
just
top
did.
tower is
Wait, what? What?
Because the way you just went in, like, hang on, let me just
Okay.
hang on for a second. The way you just went in is like you went through
Your
here.
top tower is
Okay,
under
see how I'm
attack.
Did you
highlighting
just
your
draw on the map?
you can draw on the map,
That's
and
cool.
like it'll show you like your allies will see this as well.
Oh, okay.
To do
That's
that,
really handy.
to that
Your
hold
top
control
tower is
and
under
left click on the
attack.
minimap, and your allies will see like if you're trying to map out a waypoint.
Right. Cool.
Hey guys,
cool.
we're gonna attack like over here. Just go down. Like sometimes it's helpful.
Can you just write messages like
Your
"Sup,
top tower
guys"?
is under
Well, like,
attack.
the guys are usually immature and, like, they draw little, like, phallic images and stuff while we're
Cool.
playing.
So how do you clear it?
It'll fade away. And
Okay.
I think it's handy.
All right.
Now, what you just did was ran past the tower.
Yeah. I
and,
went through the creeps.
You went,
yeah.
you went like so close to the enemy base, like that would have been so dangerous.
Yeah, okay.
And because the tower like has enemy sight, they would have seen you do that as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they would have been like, "Oh my God, Drow Ranger's running like to our secret shop. You
Yeah.
know, let's get her."
Okay.
So that's something you would not have usually done unless you were pushed all the way in.
Cool.
Okay, so left click on the secret shop,
Yep.
and
So this is all secret stuff. Is this all stuff you can't get anywhere else?
yes, that is
Okay,
correct. You can only get it at the secret shop. Now, if you go back to situational items underneath, see, remember how we were building towards
Yeah,
data
the
list?
data list, yeah.
So left click on it, and it'll show you what you've already bought. So see how that a sword's got a tick next to it on the left?
Yep, that's what I got.
You've already got that. And you want to buy Demon Edge.
Yeah, I noticed that had a red thing on it on the regular store. So
Oh,
that's,
there you go.
That's the one that's can
Not
only be-
available.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
so it wasn't available at the normal store, and if you actually try to buy that, it'll say like only available at secret shop or something. So right click on it to buy it, or buy your Demon Edge.
Demon Edge. Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. Two swords.
Yeah, so Demon Edge is like another DPS item. I don't think you have enough gold to build the data.
Your
recipe
middle
yet.
tower
Yeah.
is under
You're off
attack.
just by a little bit.
What if I
so-
just wait for the free money to roll in, like in about 10 seconds?
Yeah, some people actually do that. Some people wander back to base and
Your
wait like
middle
5
tower
seconds,
is
you
under
know,
attack.
just
Yeah.
just for their gold to be enough. And now it's
Yeah.
you're right click, but you've actually stashed it because you're not.
Oh,
at the
no.
base. So that's
Your
actually
middle
really good that
tower
you
is
did
under
that because you
attack.
can learn.
Right. Okay.
That's your stash. You don't have
Okay.
access to it.
So you have to run all the way back to base.
Yes, you do.
Or can I town portal? I don't have
Your
a town
top
portal.
tower
No,
is
you
under
don't.
attack.
What you can do is visit a side shop if you want to spend the money. to
So
buy
where
it.
are the side shops on the map? Are these the No.
No, there's actually something else. There's another side
Your
shop
top
here.
tower is
It's
under
actually not
attack.
shown on the map. now
Oh,
that I'm looking
really?
at, yeah. So you really have to know where it is.
My bow is drawn.
So we'll get you to go to.
I'm going down.
Actually, go through the river. Just stop in the river when you get there, because I do want to point out
Ooh,
something.
what the hell is
My
that?
sentiment as well.
I was gonna go through that later.
Okay. Let's
So
ignore
we'll,
that for
we'll
now.
ignore those
La, la,
things.
la, la, la. No, let's see here. Okay, I'm in the
That
river.
was my thought.
Alright, so sit in the river for a bit. Now go down a little bit. See how there's like a little
Your
faint
bottom
like little
tower
aura
has
looking thing
fallen.
there?
Silent
Yeah.
is missed.
The river is really, really critical sometimes because there's things that spawn in the river called runes.
Yeah.
What these are temporary buffs.
Right.
So you could run by and pick up a rune and it'll make a massive difference to the
Okay.
game. Like you could pick up double damage, you know,
Cool.
and that would, double your damage. And like something like that can really change the pace of the game. So when you're going through the river, it's always like I always keep in mind to
My
check
bow
like
is
rune
drawn.
check, which is
So they'll just pop up there, and you can see them obviously, or do you need to like keep?
Your
no,
top
they'll just
tower
pop
is
up and
under
you'll see it.
attack.
They're
Way
very
ahead of
visible,
you.
so you'll see them.
Obvious, yeah. Okay.
And there's two places that they spawn. One is that spot that you're in now,
Yeah.
and the other's in the middle, like of the top half of the river.
Yeah, so
around there.
round about the same place.
Yeah. Well, the idea is so that so the Dire have access to their
Yeah.
rune and like.
So it's an evenly matched map.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Dota has gone through so
Agreed.
many tweaks. The map
Yeah.
has gone through so many edits and tweaks that it's
make
made
it
to be a really,
balanced,
really
yeah.
balanced game.
Cool.
I go in
You know.
silence.
So, I'll get you to actually run back to bottom lane because it looks like the enemy creeps have pushed in really, really fast. So, just left click to take a look
Onward.
at what's happening there.
Oh, jeez.
So they've pushed in almost to the steps of your base.
Yeah.
So that's really, really far. They've taken down
Good
the
enough.
first two towers of yours already.
Mhm.
So each lane has two towers. One one further up. It's called the T1 tower or tier
To
1 tower.
battle.
The other one is tier 2, and this is actually your base tower.
Right. So
You
I'm
don't
about
want
to
to lose that. No, you don't want to lose it. You won't lose it because
Yes.
you'll get there in time, but you don't want to lose it. Now, another thing is when you're running through the forest and stuff, always watch your hero.
Okay, so like
You
so
should
don't
have
get ambushed
So,
or
so
anything.
watch her as she's running through you,
Yeah.
so you don't get ambushed or like you see if you run past something
Very
that's
well.
suspicious,
Mm-hmm.
or just to keep an eye on stuff. So there's a lot of clicking around and looking around.
Right.
Like, it's almost like a game of StarCraft.
right.
Cutting
Where
rough.
like if you
Which
watch
is
a
why
pro-
I'm so bad at StarCraft because I can't click around everywhere.
if you watch a pro play, you won't even see the game. You'll just see
Okay.
flashes of the game, like
Okay.
screens and stuff. Okay, so what I'll get you to do is to push out further, because actually no, run all
So
the way
be
back
it.
to base and pick up the recipe
Oh,
you've
yeah,
got
that's
in your
right.
stash. Because you're almost you're very close to the base. You might as well pick it up.
While that's happening, I'm just going to move this screen because I realize people can't see my stash. So sorry about that, guys. But we'll show you the tree and stuff later.
My sentiments as well.
Yeah, so if you have any questions
I can
for those who
see
just
this
tuned in,
so
I am
long.
teaching Ed how to play Dota 2.
Yes. All right. Where's my stash? Do I just go up to the guy?
Where did it go? Where did you put it?
Oh. did it? Or did he just come up?
No. Oh, sorry. There you
Agreed.
go. Click on the dude.
Yeah.
Maybe click on your inventory, or just left click like.
Did I already get it?
No, it's not in your inventory.
Okay.
So
Did I sell it?
click on that. Left click on just that space.
This
Underneath
space?
the gold. Underneath the gold. What the hell?
Town portal scroll.
Your middle
What just
tower is
happened?
under
I don't
attack.
know.
Did I just lose an item that was in my stash?
Well, your stash will still be there. I just don't know how to make it visible again.
That was my
Does
fault.
anyone in stream know how to make the stash
Your middle
visible
tower
again?
is under
Because
You want to look at the controls? I think we're a pro at this.
Onward.
well, I've never made my stash disappear like that before.
Yeah,
God.
only a noob because like the
Your
stash
middle
is the thing.
tower
Well, when I
is
go into
under attack.
controls.
Well, in the meantime, it'll be faster if you buy another scroll rather than
All right,
trying
where's
to.
the scroll?
There's a scroll, so buy another
Your
one.
middle
Just right click to buy
tower is
another one.
under
Okay.
attack.
Alright, yes, we are sure we bought it. The stash was there. No, we were looking for. Oh no, sorry,
Your
we were
middle
looking
tower
for
is under
your
attack.
recipe.
My
right?
recipe,
Yes.
yeah.
And
Oh no!
I
Did it
forgot-
automatically?
I forgot that Dota 2 actually automatically like combines all your items when you get in range of the
Oh,
shop.
I see.
So you
I
bought-
see. Okay. So when I walked into the base, all my items combined, and yeah.
Yeah, because
okay,
you
cool.
had your recipe ready and the components
Yeah,
were
cool.
already
And
available.
the chat is saying the exact same thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, sorry about that.
Sorry guys, noob moment there.
Noob moment. Big noob moment. Sorry. Okay.
Okay, so moving back. So you got a TP scroll, which is good because you
Yep.
should always carry one.
Yep.
Town porter scroll.
Mhm.
Your creeps are actually pushing quite far, which is good.
So like, okay. So who should I help out? The middle ones?
Yeah, I'd jump in middle lane.
Yeah,
just
that's
because
my boss.
My bow is strong.
And,
Enemy's
like-
I
top
own this
tower
lane.
has
Oh yeah,
fallen.
yeah. I'm not following my guys.
and no, sorry. And the tower was just destroyed by the radiant, so you just.
That's
gotta
me,
keep-
right?
Yeah, that's me. You're the radiant. Radiant is
Sick.
like the good guys.
All right.
And if you look at the creeps, you know how to see the trees, like the tree people. They're the good guys.
Cool.
And the other ones
Very
are like
well.
the demon-looking guys.
Because
they're
we're
the
rad. The radiant.
Total. That was so bad.
Hey,
That was
this
terrible.
is gonna make me enjoy the game more.
By the face.
Okay.
I'm missing all these last hits.
Oh, what a noob.
Oh god! Why don't I just kill this guy?
Death
Actually,
comes silent.
Yeah.
Another thing I want you to do is
Yeah.
hotkey your inventories stuff.
So how do I do that?
Okay, so none of your items except the
Forward.
teleport scroll are actually active items. They're all just passive, like they
Right.
grant you bonuses and
Yeah.
stuff. If you left click and hold the
I go
teleport
in
scroll and
silence.
swap it with where the wraith band is, so drag it up and
This
swap
is the
it.
right
Tastes
thing.
Yeah.
so sweet.
Yep.
Now, I don't know what the
Hey,
default
stop it.
hotkey is. I think it's. Oh, yeah, is it 1? so all the
Let's just say
items,
it's 1,
like,
yeah.
all the items have hotkeys. You can actually hotkey them. I've got mine
My
customized,
sentiments
so
as
Okay.
well.
I have mine at Alt Q, W E R, so I can just hit Alt. Like I don't have to.
Oh,
remember my
right,
fingers
right,
are.
right. Cool. I understand.
Yeah, so I think that one by default, if
battle.
I remember correctly, is mapped to 1. So that's just something to remember. You don't have to manually click your items to use them.
Yeah,
you
that
know.
would be critical. Oh god.
My
You know,
That'd be
you really
incredibly
need to,
useful.
you need to migrate that. So keep on asking and keep pushing. I'll get you to try and take that tower down because the game is all about like,
Pushing to the base, right?
Yes, like that is how you win. Not like
Yes.
killing enemy heroes. That is a major part of
That's
it.
so fun.
But you know, it's all about pushing. What wins the game is when you
My
destroy the
sentiments as
enemy
well.
base. If you actually go up in the minimap, you can see it.
Is it a problem that I'm killing more of my own guys? and then-
Well,
Right.
that'd be good because you deny the experience.
Yeah.
So you know, it's not always a bad thing
Okay.
to deny excessively.
it feels like I'm just like murdering like everybody.
Well, you don't want to deny a bit too much because then you will
Go
lessen
in
your creep wave
silence.
a lot
Of course.
faster and wear it down.
Oh man, I'm gonna last hit this tower so bad.
Just, you can start hitting it now because
yeah.
the tower's actually
It's
hitting.
distracted.
It's hitting like your allied creeps, but you want to be careful because it'll target you in a while. There you go. You lasted the tower.
Enemy's middle
I'm
Nice.
so
tower has
good.
You're rich as well. Good on you.
Oh god, they're all coming for me. Okay, so
Onward.
you were saying about the base?
Oh, so left click on the minimap just to take a
let me
look.
get safe.
Yeah, stay
Your
somewhere
top
safe. Actually,
tower
hit
is
H
under
to hold
attack.
position.
Your
That'll
top
make her
tower
stay where
has
she is.
fallen.
Oh yeah, I see.
But she will attack anything that comes within range.
So
of
if
her.
I just hold H and then like browse around.
Yeah,
that.
but you don't want to leave her for too long because it looks like the creep wave is pushing it a bit more. So you don't want her to be
Okay.
tanking creeps either. So pull her back a bit more as well.
Okay.
Good enough.
Now look at the
We
enemy.
buy these bones.
If you look at the
Your top tower is
look at
under
the enemy
attack.
base. So left click on their
Oh god, my tower's under attack.
Oh
Should I,
shoot!
should I go
You
save
should
it?
actually TP there, right?
Okay,
Use the
so
hotkey and TP
one.
there.
Your top tower is
Is
under
it one?
attack.
No, it's not one.
Oh god!
So just left click and click on your tower, and she'll channel it, and she'll go back.
Okay,
See how it's
we'll have to
highlighted?
set up our hotkeys later, so...
Nice, nice, nice. Your tower didn't go down, so that's a good sign.
It's very close. Do the towers regenerate health as well, or...?
No, they don't.
Oh god, okay.
But there's a hero, there's only one hero out of all the heroes that has a skill to
Yeah.
help regenerate health.
Okay.
But that's like an exception. There's an exception to
Okay.
everything. What you just did,
Very well.
in a game, usually what will happen is your allied team will probably say D, which
D.
means defend.
Agreed.
Like,
Oh, right,
everyone
right.
go back in D.
Yeah,
That's defend.
okay.
So that's important. Another term you'll probably hear a lot is
My
B.
sentiments as well.
Dota players are very lazy. We just hear one letter at a time.
Well, of course, is there voice chat in Dota?
There is. It
Okay.
is. There is, but like it's just
No.
some people don't
Voice
like.
drop.
Some people have voice chat turned off all the time,
Right.
like me, because I don't want to listen to randoms talk
Mm.
like crap. So B stands for
Onward.
back, which means get back. You are way too far out.
Yeah. So you want to, like, support your team, and that kind of stuff?
Well, not only that,
Yes.
but like get back because the enemy team's disappeared. We don't know what they are. They
Oh,
were probably
okay.
coming towards you. You
Yeah.
are in danger. So that's what B stands
Very
for.
well.
So those are the main terms you should probably know. And
I'm missing them.
So be it.
This guy should die. Hey,
yeah,
get
go
back here.
deny him.
Yeah.
Nice, nicely done.
Denied. Alright, cool.
Nicely done. Alright, so you've leveled up again as well.
Yeah.
You're level
Oh
14.
yeah, that's right, that's right.
The max level in Dota 2 is 25.
I can't level up any of my things anymore.
Yes, you can level up your stats. I mean,
Oh.
like, your skills. So click on the level up again.
Yeah.
See how your stats are highlighted? in the box?
Oh, right.
Yep.
Okay.
So you've put one extra, like, stat point into everything.
So do you usually, because you would get me to level up my skill,
middle
is like
tower is
stats,
under
are
attack.
stats the like least important
To battle.
in the long
Um,
term? Or does it depend on which character you're using?
Well,
Your middle
it's...
tower
Yeah,
has
it
fallen.
depends. Like,
Okay.
it's really...
Agreed.
Like, it is important. Stats are very important.
Oh god, oh god. Should I go back and help them?
I go in silence.
No, I think you should push
Okay.
a little bit longer. Just push
Okay.
until your creep wave gets past. Just push it until this wave finishes.
Okay.
This wave
Quiver.
creeps. And don't deny that creep.
Oh no!
Because there's no like enemy hero
Right.
here, so it's better just to leave it and like
That
let
was
them push
my
out.
time.
So denying your creep is mainly just to disadvantage other player characters, right?
Yes, so
Okay,
that they don't get as much experience
Yeah,
or the
cool.
gold from leveling up
Way
in
ahead
creeps.
of you.
Alright.
So at this point in time, Dota has a max level cap of 25. Because you're level 15, that's halfway, right? So this is what we'd call mid game.
Right.
You know,
So be
before like 1 to 10 is usually early game. Like this is mid game stage.
Your
So if you
middle
hear
tower
like some
is
people
under
refer to
attack.
certain heroes as strong
Onward.
early gamers or strong late
Mm.
gamers, this is what they mean. That's what
Right.
they're referring to. Drow is like a really strong late gamer.
Your middle tower
So
is
like
under
because you know
attack.
the way her stats level up, she'll be incredibly an incredibly strong DPSer late game.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, so you've actually pushed all the way to the tower, which is
Your
good.
middle tower
I'm
is
Now-
under
awesome.
attack.
If you look,
Very well.
see how there's a catapult with you?
Yep.
That catapult actually only spawns once every 3 waves, I think, if I remember correctly. So it doesn't come out all the time. That
Way
wave
ahead of you.
is like the best wave that you want to support for pushing in.
Right, so when the catapult comes, put all your efforts into
Feel
supporting it.
my cold
Not all your
embrace.
efforts. Just
Most of them.
just keep in mind.
Just keep an eye on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Just, you know,
Because it does a
Give
lot,
it goodwill.
a lot of damage to the
Right.
tower compared
Right.
to the creeps. And like if you last hit a catapult, it's also worth more gold. So that's
oh god, well that didn't do very well. Alright, cool. So
Yeah,
should I
my
be
bow
trying to
is
take down
drawn.
this tower or?
I think you should because your
Okay.
creeps. If you look at the minimap,
God, they just spawn out of nowhere.
if you look at the minimap, if you look at the minimap, your creeps are actually at a comfortable position.
So is it okay for me to just focus on the tower and ignore the creeps for now?
Oh no. Yeah,
It's getting
well,
me.
because you
Oh
want
god.
because you want to push the tower. Yes, it's it's
My
better that you
sentiments
focus on the
as
tower.
well.
But like I said, everything's situational. You should keep an eye on everything.
Right, of course.
At this stage, you want to wear down the tower as fast as you can before your enemy creeps push too far much.
Yeah,
But
sure.
too far back, sorry. So,
Catapult.
and did you hear that wolf howl that went
Yes,
off
I
just
did
then?
hear the wolf howl.
That signals that it's gone from day to night.
Okay.
So if you notice, there's a slight change in the
enough.
lighting,
Yeah.
and your vision actually lessens.
So
a
the
little
fog of
bit.
war is increased.
Yes, that is correct.
Yes.
So you've
That
got to
is my
keep
thought.
that in mind as
So
well.
much last hitting. Oh, I missed that one. Oh no!
Get back, get back,
Oh.
get back!
Silence.
Try not to take damage from towers because they do a lot of damage.
He's almost gone.
Almost.
right.
Left click on it to look at how much health it has. See how it's got only 100. You know, and you do like so much damage. Like
Yeah,
you're fine
last
outside the
hit.
tower.
Enemy's top
Alright,
tower
so the
has
tower's
fallen.
gone. What's left are those buildings. Oh, get back quicker.
Oh no!
You're taking too much damage.
Help me!
Okay.
So
nice
creeps
one.
are always melee? Oh, except for these casters.
Yes.
Into
They
the
have
fray.
mana as well.
Oh, okay.
Which you should keep in mind if you're intelligence.
So I can like sap their mana.
Yes, yes.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, you're
The
picking up on
enemy's
it.
bottom tower
So
has
keep pushing
fallen.
that wave because, wow, the other waves have actually pushed really far as well. On
It's
their
my
own.
it's my sweet progress. Their morale is increasing.
Aaron.
And like, if you look at your damage,
Yep.
134 plus 121, like you have a lot of damage.
Is that what's an average damage? Like how good is that compared
Yes.
to, you know, most other characters?
Well, pretty good, I'd
Pretty
say.
good, okay.
Like, yeah, she's one of the stronger DPSs. Okay.
no.
What
Trapped.
What the buildings you're attacking now? What they're called are the racks, I guess. That's
Feel
what
the
we
vital
refer
thrust.
to them. So what they are, they're actually the buildings that spawn the creeps.
Yeah.
If you destroy them,
Less creeps.
see how
The
it
enemy's
tells
top
you
barracks has
the top
fallen.
Right,
range
right,
barracks
right,
has
right.
been destroyed.
Right. So that yeah.
No,
like-
no, it actually doesn't lessen their creeps.
Oh.
What it does is strengthen your creeps.
Oh.
Yes.
Cool.
The
Okay,
enemy's
so you've
top
destroyed the
barracks has
melee
fallen.
and the range barracks. What that does is the creeps that now spawn from your base, if you actually go
That
down and
was
take a
my
look at them, they might look slightly different.
Hold.
They look slightly different. See
Oh,
how
they're
they're
more
buffed
buff.
up? Yeah, they're buffed up because you
They're more
destroyed
tree-like.
you destroyed the enemy racks.
Cool.
And that's like a
Onward.
strategic part of the game.
So racks and barracks are different,
well,
or are they
no,
essentially
it's
the same thing?
thing. Like,
Oh, Jesus.
we just call them
Towers.
racks.
Clean up.
Yeah, you want to get back because see that glowy big glowy thingy?
Yeah.
That looks like Zorin's eye or something.
Oi!
Oh, go back! What are you doing? Go back the way you came. Don't go that way.
Okay. Okay.
Forward.
that glowy big eye thing. That's what you got to destroy.
That's the
big
ultimate
enemy,
goal.
Yeah.
Right. Gotcha.
Now you're actually
My
like
goal is
filthy
strong.
rich right now.
Sweet.
So I reckon you should go back and buy more items. The faster way to do that is probably run back to that side shop there on the left.
This one?
Buy a teleport
I
scroll
go
and
in
just teleport back to
silence.
base.
Okay.
Because if you run back all the way, it'll take a bit too long.
That's right.
It's faster if you do that. And since you've got money to burn, it's totally fine to buy just a TP scroll.
Cool. It's better to spend your money rather than have
Yeah,
it
I
sitting
mean,
there
like,
doing nothing.
If you have something to save for, then yes, save for it.
Okay.
But since right now we're towards the end of the game, we've pushed really far in the racks.
Yeah.
Like you're in a comfortable position to be spending money,
Mhm.
and we'll get into creeping later. So
Okay.
I'll talk about creeping and stuff,
what am I
jungling
buying?
later. So buy like another TP, and you want to upgrade your boots into something else. So teleport back to the base actually.
So double click it.
Yep.
Yep. So do I cancel it? I just click anywhere else.
Yeah, or
Okay.
hit escape, but it still consumes your scroll.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That
So
sucks.
as
Very
soon as
well.
you've used it, like that's
That's
it.
it,
You can't,
okay.
you know, even if you cancel.
It's like you touch, you go. What am I buying?
Well, Maltesers has recommended TP boots.
TP boots.
All right, so if you look,
Where are they?
click
Core
on
items?
click on Boots of Speed. Actually, left click on it,
Yeah.
and it'll show you what items it can be made into, like
Okay.
what component.
Yeah,
like
this was the component tree that was blocked before, so that's what we were talking about earlier. Sorry about that, guys.
yeah, that Dota logo. All right, so Maltesers has recommended TP boots, and I think that's actually pretty good at it because right now you're by yourself, you're running around a lot, so we recommend like teleporting boots would probably be the
Boots of
best.
travel? No.
Yes,
Boots of travel?
yeah.
Okay, active teleport to the allied minor structure. Cool.
So click on it, buy
Right
the
click.
recipe. Yeah.
Cool.
Now you see there's a cooldown for it.
So that's like, I don't need any more TPs. I can just use that unlimited.
Yes, pretty much.
Cool.
That's
The
it. That's
enemy's
awesome.
middle tower has fallen.
And I don't know what the hotkey is.
My
but
sentiments
I'd
as well.
usually have a hotkey to just.
Alright, I'll just
safety.
click it. So where am I
Now, stay in the base because you actually are still very rich.
going?
So
I buy so
you
much
want to buy
stuff.
more items.
Alright.
Now go on to situational items. I'd probably buy a butterfly because you're DPS. So butterfly
Okay.
is like.
So that's not enough gold there and requires secret shop.
Well, you can buy the components, and the components give you stats.
Okay.
So you should buy that. Buy everything that you can buy here.
Yep.
And then we have to run up to the secret shop. Oh no, you actually don't have
Not
enough
gold.
money.
So
Yeah.
maybe I'll just like go kill some more dudes. Maybe in this middle lane here.
Yes. Oh, and the great thing about TP boots
Yeah.
is you don't have to teleport to a building. You can actually teleport
unit.
To a unit.
Okay,
yeah.
so if I go like,
Try and
hang
select
on with my
something.
catapult. I got 2 catapults.
Try and select something that's not about to die as well.
Oh right. What happens if they die?
I think your
while I'm trying
TP
to
your
travel
TP gets
before?
cancelled and you teleport instead to a building. I'm not
Alright.
certain about. We'll have to test that. I've actually forgotten. But you're actually doing really mad crits now because you're.
Yeah, because I had to. Because at the beginning I was kind of looking at the health bars and timing, using that to time my last hits. But now I can just walk in there and just.
Yeah, because you've got so much damage, you don't
Yeah.
even need to time your last hits, and that's
Cool.
the beauty of endgame, and that's why Drow Rangers.
So be it.
All right. Cool. So
Um,
I've got enough money. I'm gonna go secret shop, which is here.
Yes, I am surprised
Alright,
you
cool.
remember.
Just
Good
gonna
work.
follow my character. Make sure I don't get ambushed by an imaginary play character. And so.
So
is
you've-
this it?
Yeah, so the same item that you were looking at before will stay there.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
So that makes it a bit easier, and it will show you what you've already got and what you've
But okay,
got left.
if I say I cancelled it, how would I get that back? Would I have to like search for it, or just obviously it's in suggested items
Yeah.
here, but if it wasn't, how would I get back to it?
I'd probably search for it.
So I'd have to remember what it was called. It's a butterfly, right?
Or, well, you can search for, or I think if you get rid of the search term, like
Yeah.
clear it out, it'll show the whole shop. Oh, maybe not.
No.
I think there's a way to get to the shop. I actually haven't used it before because I just go by the names of
Right,
things.
right,
Like, I remember the name of everything. It's faster for me to search it. But drag it to the box down there.
Says somebody in the chat. Drag what to the box down where?
What are you talking about? Leon 8.
Oh, did I just win the match? God, that was cool.
You won without even trying to do anything.
God, this game is so
Okay.
easy.
Go creeps. It's because you had super creeps already. That's
Right,
what it's
of
referred to when
course.
you've got your creeps mad buffed.
Mhm.
Okay, so there's super creeps. Oh, left click on the items and it shows what they make.
Oh,
there you
okay,
go.
yeah.
Like what their ingredients.
Oh, so you'd have to
are.
work your way up the tree, essentially.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. So it's better to search and like learn the items that you want, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, most
Alright.
heroes you're probably using the same 4 items over and over again. Like,
Yeah.
there are some items that are really popular, but Leon 8 is suggesting that you can drag it down to a box. No, why did you go?
Oh,
I wanted to
sorry.
explain the stat screen.
Can I go back to it?
I think you can look at your past stats.
Okay, so how do I do that?
Go to. Can you click on your name?
It's
Right.
me.
Yep. Ah, there
Game
we go.
history?
Yes. Go to game history.
Game history? Yeah.
See if you can highlight it.
Finding
Review.
the replay?
Oh my god, we can watch the
Reveal the
replays.
Okay, so
So it shows you your stats. Kills is kills K.
yeah.
D is deaths. A is assists. KDR is what a lot of people say.
Yeah.
Refers to kill death ratio.
Yeah.
So
Just like COD.
yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
it's cool.
It's a common term used everywhere. You can look at the items you bought, how much gold you had when you finished, how many last hits you had, how many denies you had, how much gold you earned per minute, and EXP you earned per minute. So like it averages everything out.
Cool.
I guess it's not that important unless you want to analyze your stats and stuff. And
Just work out how good I am,
look.
essentially.
You didn't do too bad. I mean, you have 119 last hits and 12 denies, so that's actually a lot of denies. Most people don't bother with that when they're first starting out. So
Yeah,
that's
cool.
a lot of denies for a beginner.
That's because you're pro. You're like, fast tracking me, right?
Yeah, totally. So, yeah, that's probably all we've got time for today. Cause it's
Okay, so that's a lot. Is that all the basics, or that most of them, or not even half?
not even half, I'd
God,
say.
this
Like-
game is just so much to this game.
Yeah, next time we'll chuck some bots in there just to get you, like... you
Working
know,
with other players.
Well, working with AI, yeah,
Yeah.
and just to see what the game is like, because by yourself, the pace is so different.
Okay.
Like, it's completely
I
different.
can just take my time, but.
Yeah, and like, you pushed so far so easily.
Okay. So with enemy characters, it'll obviously be just so much more different.
Yep, yep.
Alright, cool.
Yep, so
Alright.
later we'll be covering like more stuff. I've got like a lesson plan here, so
Yeah.
you know we'll be talking about
So what are we
creeps.
doing next time? More creeps?
Creeps, jungling.
Jungling.
Which is, where, remember how we ran past those creeps and you're like, oh, what's that? Those random monsters there?
Yeah, they're just hanging out in the
Yeah,
forest.
yeah, that's that. They're in a region called the jungle. That's
Okay.
like the neutral region. Jungling is when you go, like some heroes are built to jungle, which is when you go in and you just kill those creeps rather than sticking with the creep wave and pushing out.
Right.
I wanted to cover that. Item building, I guess, is important.
Was that what we were doing then? Just building items? Or was that is this something completely different?
Yes, that's actually what we were
Okay.
doing. So we did cover a bit of that stuff.
Okay.
Specific roles within teams. So some heroes are built to be like support or tank
Of
or
course,
DPS
yeah.
or carries.
It's like TF2, right?
Yeah, in a
Right.
way. But some heroes like can multitask and do either depending on how you play them.
Cool.
So it makes a difference. And secret shop we've covered already. Just and more stuff like that. So I've got more stuff planned out, and we'll kind of flesh it out as we go along as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and if you guys have any other noob tips to leave for me, and that kind of stuff, please feel free to leave them in the comments or the chat. Otherwise, just tune in this time next week, and we'll see you
Thanks for
later.
watching, everyone. And if you have any questions, shoot us. Twitter,
Yep.
like
At GameSpot
GameSpot_AU, yep.
_AU.
or at Facebook, or even just come join us in the Twitch, yell at us, ask us
Yeah.
your questions. It's totally cool.
Until then, we'll see you next time on Dota Diaries.
Dota 2 Diaries.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.